What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and yes, the sweet, glorious taste of vindication. The sweet taste of vindication, okay? You guys know what I'm about to talk about. We've been talking about this all day long, okay? All day on social media. This whole situation about Daredevil basically having to hit the reset button as Marvel overhauls its TV business. Yeah, we've been talking about this all day long. But before I dig into this, I want to take you back to about a year ago, all right? A year ago where you should have been able to see the writing on the wall when it comes to this whole situation. You guys remember this story, all right? This story, why Marvel is hesitant to hire comic fans as MCU writers. Despite what many may believe, Marvel Studios producer Nate Moore says being a huge comic fan is actually a what? A red flag when hiring MCU writers. Yeah, that's what he called the writers that are actually fans of the material. He called them red flags. Oh, that's a red flag. You can't hire that guy. All right. You can't bring that guy on. He knows too much about Marvel. All right. He knows too much about the material. Y'all remember this? I did a video about it. I'll link it above if you didn't see it. Okay. Marvel, they didn't find people that love the material and that could guide this thing in the proper direction. No, they hired a bunch of clowns that don't even know the material. All right. And they got lucky. That's the whole thing. That's the whole point of Kevin Feige. That's why I keep saying this cat just got lucky. He just hired the right people at the right time. He was the first one to build the cinematic universe. But in terms of him just being this genius that everybody thinks he is, he's just competent. Okay? He's a competent guy. But when you start saying, okay, Kevin, you're a genius. Oh, we see what phase 4 looks like. Oh, we see what phase 5 looks like. And it's the way this guy thinks about the way he's putting Marvel together. Look at what this guy Nate Moore was saying. And here's what he said. One thing I think is interesting about Marvel's process, and specifically for writers, I would say, a lot of times we're pitched writers who love Marvel, okay? So they've been handed writers. Yeah, let's hire that guy. He loves Marvel. And to me, that's always a red flag because I go, oh, I don't want you to already have a pre-existing idea of what it is because you grew up with issue 15 and that's what you want to recreate. Yeah, you need the cat that understands issue 15, Nate, all right? That's why you got to reboot the whole damn thing, because you didn't have the cat that understood issue 15. All right. You need that cat. Think about this. When you hire any other professional, all right, to do anything, do you want a rookie? Do you want somebody that don't know what they doing, don't know what they talking about? Or do you want somebody that has full knowledge of the subject of which he's speaking about, of the subject that you are actually having this person tackle? All right. I need a plumber. I want to hire a professional plumber. Not some dude that's, first day on the job. I need you to actually understand this plumbing, bro. I need you to fix these pipes. I got water running all through my house. I need to get these pipes fixed. That's what you want. You want somebody that has knowledge, okay? But this is who they were hiring, okay? This is who they were hiring. Oh, they want people. I think there's a movie here, but maybe we should be looking at it in this way. Yeah, you screwed up, okay? And that's the thing. And look, this ain't the first time that they've been dealing with this situation. Yeah, y'all remember this one right here? Upcoming Marvel series Echo reportedly underwent major reshoots as Kevin Feige thought it was unreleasable. They made an entire show, an entire 6-episode season, shot in the can, and they had to throw it in the shitter. They had to get rid of it. They said, this is unreleasable, okay? We can't get jiggy with this shit. We got to release this, okay? This is trash. And they couldn't cancel it. They couldn't just say, all right, we got to cancel it, because that would have meant canceling this chick. All right. The deaf girl, the Native American deaf girl, they would have had to cancel that. And the woke mob would have come striking down upon them with great vengeance and furious anger if they did that. So they said, damn it, we got to reshoot the whole thing. What about Blade? Okay. What about Blade? Reportedly set for yet another rewrite. This thing has been rewritten. This is going to be the third time they've rewritten this. Remember, they hired a director and a writer. Then they had to let both of them go. One of them just quit, just said, I'm out of here. I'm done. This is whack. I can't do this. They walked off. They rehired another writer. Now they're rewriting that guy's script. Page 1. They just say, hey, man, just start over. Page 1, rewrite. Unbelievable. But again, this is what happens, folks. This is what happens when you don't know what you're doing. That's why I say Kevin Feige, I think he's a competent producer. I don't want to, completely throw this cat in the trash, but he's very lucky, okay? He's not the genius everybody thinks he is. He got extraordinarily lucky. And this just does nothing but exposes him, okay? Because he's not the genius everybody gave him credit for. He had Jon Favreau. He had Robert Downey Jr., one of the best casting jobs ever, okay? He had James Gunn and his imagination. He had Scarlett Johansson. He had some good actors. Chris Evans, all right? perfectly cast for their particular roles. They did a great job. Give the casting director an A, all right? And then you brought in the Russo brothers to kind of wrap it up. You had a good plan. They were the first ones in with the cinematic universe, all right? Everybody was thinking, hey, man, it'd be awesome if they did a cinematic universe. Kevin Feige was just the first guy to do it. But look, when he's left to his own devices, this is who Kevin Feige really is, okay? Stumbling, bumbling, tumbling, and now they gotta hit the reset button.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
The sweet taste of vindication. We've been telling these cats, you guys are screwing up. Okay, you guys have got it all the way wrong. Get some fans involved with this. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out what they got to say. It didn't take long to see the problem after Marvel Studios' Daredevil Born Again paused production in mid-June during the writer's strike. It should have took no time flat, all right? It should have been obvious there was going to be problems when you even announced that this was going to be some courtroom drama with a PG-13 rating. I've been saying that, man. I'm like, well, you got to go to the hardcore Daredevil, all right? So I saw the problem long before y'all even started this crap, okay? Fewer than half of the series' 18 episodes had been shot. That's another thing, man. So they were already shooting episodes. They were already pouring money into this thing, shooting episodes. They had the script. They had the director. They had all the talent out there on set, and they were just dropping the ball, and they didn't realize it. Hilarious. But it was enough for Marvel executives, including Chief Kevin Feige, to review the footage and come away with a clear-eyed assessment the show wasn't working. Yeah, again, we knew the show wasn't going to work. Some PG-13 court drama. You went from the greatness of that Netflix Daredevil to some courtroom drama, okay, with a few fights. Man, I told y'all that wasn't going to work, okay? Kevin, I could have saved you all kinds of money and said, nah, don't do that, bro, okay? You shooting yourself in the foot right away, okay? Don't do that. So in late September, Marvel quietly let go of head writers Chris Ord and Matt Corman and also released the directors for the remainder of the season as part of a significant creative reboot of the series, The Hollywood Reporter has learned. Here's something else, okay? You guys are firing these writers, okay? You're firing the writers, you're firing the directors. What about the damn producers that hired these guys? How about them? How about this joker over here talking about, oh yeah, we don't need these guys. Yeah, these fans are, they're red flags, okay? I don't want you to have a pre-existing idea of what it is, okay? Who cares about issue 15? Why don't you fire this bum, okay? That's the guy that actually needs to go. Let me be real with you. These guys, the producers, all right? The guys whose bright idea it was to never bring in experts. People who understand Daredevil, who would know, oh, you're going to do like a courtroom drama? And you're going to make it PG-13 on the heels of that Netflix show? Oh, you guys are out of your minds. Oh, you guys will never, no. Hey, get that script, rip that shit in half. Let's go and I'll write it, okay? And the fans will love it. What? Go get that guy. Fire these idiots. The people that was doing the hiring and saying this bullshit, fire them and bring in some real writers and real producers and people that say, hey, let's just focus on what worked. Why are we trying to recreate the wheel here, Kevin? This is why I tell y'all, man, this dude is lucky. He's not a genius, all right? Because look, he called it, right? The Marvel process, okay? The Marvel formula. Remember, that's always been a thing that's been kicked around. The formula. Oh, we got the Marvel formula. And you've seen it in phase 4. You've seen it in phase 5, okay? It's a big bunch of hogwash. There's nothing special about this. Again, Kevin Feige got lucky. There's no process. There's no formula. He's not a genius. He's just some competent producer, all right, that knows how to put X and Y and Z together. And okay, there we go. But when it's due to his creative process and what he calls his formula and his process, there is no process. There's just people that are better talents, okay? He's smart enough to at least hire good talent to do what it is that he was doing. That's it. And that's all it needs to be. That's what he needs to go and do right now. So I would fire every last one of these chumps. And it goes on to talk about all the growing pains of Marvel television. They've made 50 hours of TV program, and about 45 to these 50 hours is hot garbage, okay, during the pandemic. Through it all, the company eschewed the traditional TV making model. It didn't commission pilots, but instead shot entire $150 million plus seasons of TV on the fly.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
And you wonder why. And you wonder why. All of these cats out there, all of these Marvel shills, they're all know the MCU is the best thing since sliced bread. You're just a hater. You're just a toxic fan. Yeah, the toxic fans were right. Write that down. The toxic fans were right all along. They got to reboot the whole show. I love it, man. Oh, my God, I love this. It didn't hire showrunners, but instead depended on film executives to run the series. You guys remember I did a video about that? We've been talking about this stuff. I did a video on that as well. When I said, hey, look, I forget who it was. I will find that video and I'll link it above too. But there was a film executive, somebody in Marvel, like an insider. I want to probably say it's Victoria Alonso. All right. They said, oh yeah, it's the executives and the producers, right? Those guys are running the show. The directors have no say. The writers have no say. These are the guys running the show, right? And then what do? They say, oh yeah, we fix it in post, all right? They relied on post-production and reshoots to fix what wasn't working. So they're going to fix everything in post. They're going to reshoot. They just burning through money because these cats, instead of just hiring a competent film director, and remember, that's what Kevin Feige said he's got to start doing. I got to start hiring some film directors, okay? Because they were doing this nonsense, all right? Man, I'm telling you, man, sweet vindication, okay? Every fan that has been crying about this, that has been telling them, hey, you guys are getting it wrong. You guys don't know what you're doing. You're making garbage. You're making trash, all right? Pat yourselves on the back. You were right the entire time. Even though they remain, along with Star Wars titles, the most watched shows on Disney Plus, a Marvel series have recently faced a number of creative challenges and cries of diminishing returns from critics and audience metrics, causing a major shift at the studio to move to make TV shows the more traditional way. Yeah, who came up with the idea of doing this? Yeah, this is absolutely a point. You got to do this stuff the right way, Marvel. Okay, again, that's Kevin Feige's not the genius. Okay, he thought he could just say, oh, we're just not going to hire a showrunner. You know, we're just gonna make TV shows on the fly. All right, let the film executives run the series. People that ain't, man. Again, I ain't saying shit. I ain't saying shit that ain't already been said on my channel and on a whole other channels, a whole lot of other channels. All right, a million times all the way over. All right, all this video is just vindication. We were right, fans. We were right. We're trying to marry the Marvel culture with the traditional television culture. Says Brad Winderbaum, probably somebody that should get fired, Marvel's head of streaming television and animation. It comes down to how can we tell stories in television that honors what's so great about the source material? Oh, now they want to talk about the source material. Now they want to talk about the source material. Where's Nate Moore at? Remember what Nate Moore was saying? I don't want you to have a pre-existing idea of what it is because you grew up with issue 15 and that's what you want to recreate. Yeah, this is, again, I want y'all to understand this right now. This is the vindication that we talk about. This is the fans have been complaining about this crap. They've been saying you're disrespecting the source material. You guys don't know what you're doing. You've purchased this behemoth. You should just be able to print money, but you're screwing it up, right? We've been saying this stuff, and here they are. Admitting it. Oh, well, we want to honor what's so great about the source material. Okay? These guys are frauds. They're frauds and they've gotten exposed. All right? That's what it is. They were frauds the entire time. There was no special formula. It was just good writers and good directors that made good movies. The fans got into it. Everybody got hyped. They put together a cinematic universe first time. All right? Everybody was loving it, and then they started smelling their own shit and thinking that they're great, all right? And this is what happens. So now y'all got to do what the fans have been saying to do the whole damn time. I love it. Oh, I love it. The sweet, glorious smell of vindication. With Daredevil's new direction, Marvel hopes to right the ship on a project with sky-high expectations. The show is Marvel's first to feature a hero who's already had a successful series on Netflix running 3 seasons. The best, in my opinion, the best superhero show ever. Ever. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and watch it. It's the best superhero show, bar none. And there's been some great ones, all right? But in my opinion, Daredevil Season 1, Daredevil Season 3, you know, Season 2 is a little but Season 1 and 3, some of the best stuff you will ever see on television. It is phenomenal, all right? And all they had to do is just stick to the script. Hire the same showrunners. Hire the same writers. Bring everybody back and just keep going. Let them do it. Oh, we don't hire showrunners over here. You dumbasses. Sources say that Corman and Ord crafted a legal procedural that didn't resemble the Netflix version, known for its action and violence. Cox didn't even show up in costume until the 4th episode. Oh my God. These guys were clowns, man. Marvel, after greenlighting the concept, found itself needing to rethink the original intention of the show. Stick to the script, okay? These guys think they're so smart. They think they're geniuses. They think they're going to recreate the wheel and make it just, oh, look what we're going to do. We're going to write this court procedural, all right? It's going to be so amazing. And nobody's going to watch that trash. Look at everything that they've been doing. Let's go back to what Marvel's been doing. I've already showed this graphic a few times. Yeah, here we go, right? Here we go. We've been talking about this. There's a couple of them, all right? A couple of them that's any good. Again, out of this 50 hours, it's about maybe 45 of it that's hot garbage, all right? It's an episode here and there of a show. WandaVision and Loki, seasons 1, those had the most, okay? WandaVision had like about 6 out of the 9 episodes was solid. Loki, about 4 out of the 6 episodes was solid, okay? Solid to great, all right? I think Loki has some of the best stuff. Solid to great. That's why it still hasn't been toppled in terms of its viewership, all right? Everything after that right there, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, all right? Up until Loki season 2, and again, Loki season 2, first episode is decent. But most of that stuff is just hot garbage. Most of it. Marvel plans to keep some scenes and episodes, though other serialized elements will be injected, with Cordman and Ord becoming executive producers on the 2-season series. Daredevil is far from the first Marvel series to undergo drastic behind-the-scenes changes. Oh yeah, those who work with Marvel on the TV side have complained of a lack of a central vision that has, according to sources, begun to afflict the studio's shows from creative differences and tension. TV is a writer-driven medium, says one insider familiar with the Marvel process. Marvel is a Marvel-driven medium. It's again, these guys think they're geniuses. Kevin Feige thinks he's so smart. And again, I'm not saying that he's not a decent, competent guy as a producer. I'm not going to say that, all right? I think, for the most part, his producing, just, hey, we're going to put this stuff together, in the Infinity Saga. Let me correct myself. In the Infinity Saga, he was fine, all right? But everybody thought he was this genius. They were going to give him like a Star Wars movie. Like, what? Why are we doing that? All right, just because he did something with Marvel? Hold on, time out, all right? And then you see what this guy has done on his own. But yeah, they go on to say that, the Moonlight original show creator and writer Jeremy Slater had to quit, and then Mohammed Diab took the reins, Then Jessica Gal, that moron, she developed She-Hulk, all right? But then she got sidelined. Kate Coiro came on board. And then they sidelined Kate Coiro, all right? And brought back Gal to do the post-production. That which is a typical showrunner duty, but it's the rare Marvel head writer who has such oversight. Yeah, so they were just all over the place, doing all kinds of gobbledygook, not knowing what they're doing. And this is the result, all right? I just want to remember, everybody, the fans was right. We knew what they were doing was wrong, okay? They had no clue, all right? So you guys, again, just sit back, clap yourselves up, okay? All right? You were right. Kevin Feige, Marvel, the shill media, all the big fools on Twitter that's saying we're nothing but toxicators, they were wrong. The toxic fans were right the whole time, all right? But you guys let me know what you think about this whole situation. I think it's glorious, okay? Again, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing because now maybe we might get some good Marvel for a change, okay? So this is a moment to celebrate. It's a moment to laugh at them, but it's also a moment to celebrate, to say, all right, at least they're going in the right direction. We'll have to see, all right? There's no guarantee with these woke idiots that they won't somehow screw it up anyway, all right? But at least this seems to be a positive step. One step forward. Let's see if they can take another one. But you guys let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.